Well, friends of the Northern Texas, Northern Louisiana Synod, it's good to be with you again and to bring you another informational interview about ministry and mission that is happening in our midst. And today I'm joined by Cecie Saulnier. Cecie has been an intern with LuMin in Austin, Texas this past summer and has been working on a project to gather names of prospective high school seniors from congregations across the synods of Texas. And we are grateful that NTNL was able to help fund this mission through funds that we dedicated at our last Synod Assembly. And so, Cecie, thank you for being with us, and thanks for your work. What's the most interesting thing you discovered out of this project?
I think that one of the most interesting things was all of the little connections that I was able to find, where I would reach out to someone and they would say, "Oh, we don't have seniors, but Lutheran campus ministry changed my life and my call." Or I would reach out and someone would say, even like a staff person on the church would say, "Oh, this is wonderful. Lutheran campus ministry wasn't a part of my life, but all of my friends now at church have talked about it." So just the breadth of what Lutheran campus ministry has done for years and years and years, and how it's affected students, both current and former, was one of the most interesting things.
Neat. Well, that's an affirmation again that we know Lutheran campus ministry is an important part of faith formation, not only for those who work for the church, but outside the church and in different vocations. Lutheran campus ministry is important in my life at University Lutheran in Cambridge, Massachusetts, when I was in college. So that's yet another affirmation, a reminder of the importance of this. So what did you find out? Do we have folks who are heading off to college and going to connect with Lutheran campus ministry?
We do. I was very impressed by the number of people who did respond to me. It will sound like a very small percentage, but 34% of the congregations I reached out to responded to me. But that's actually quite large compared to previous years, where they've only had 8% response rate or 20% response rate. And there are hundreds of students, I think, from across the Synod, that are across the 3 synods in Texas, that are going to Lutheran campus ministries all over. I know when I was talking with campus pastors, at least a couple of them received double as many names this past year as they have in previous years. So there are students who are heading off to schools that have Lutheran campus ministries. And when I encountered students and ministers whose students weren't going to Lutheran campus ministries, I highly recommended checking out our ecumenical partners campus ministries, like our Episcopal siblings and our Methodist siblings, and among others. So there are many students who will be hopefully entering into campus ministry this upcoming year.
That's great. And yes, 34% doesn't seem like a huge number, but it is a significant increase, and it emphasizes the value of the intentionality of having someone making those phone calls, following up. We know that our folks are busy and they have lots on their plates, so that's good learning as well. Is there anything you would change going forward? It sounds like you think this is a worthy project to engage in. What would you do differently next time?
I think that I missed an opportunity to do this work alongside of campus ministers. I worked very closely with Pastor Brad First at UT Austin because I was in Austin this summer, and I also worked with other campus pastors as it came about. But when I was visiting different cities, I would have loved to have had the campus ministers accompany me to meetings. And when I visited San Antonio, I did have the San Antonio area campus pastor, Heather Hansen, accompany me to meetings and help me even get connected to churches because she's in the area. So that's one thing I would have changed, is walking alongside of campus pastors a little bit more than I did, as well as trying to be more relational. I think in this time of pandemic, it was easier to send emails or postcards or do phone calls and Zoom calls, but the work of campus ministry in my life was inherently relational. So I think that this ministry opportunity, this internship, could really thrive when it also becomes relational. It's not just a transaction. You give me your names and I submit them, and then maybe we'll give you back names when students graduate. But fostering of relationships between churches and campus ministry, between students and other people and who are doing great work in congregations. And I'm not sure how that exactly gets brought about besides continuity and a longevity of this project.
Well, I think you're exactly right. The relationships matter, and being able to visit and do things, which we've all struggled with over the last 18 plus months now. Of how do we do this when we don't have the ability to be together? And so it's another aspect. And so your work during this pandemic time has really, I think, been fruitful to affirm that it makes a difference. And then a reminder that, yes, walking with the campus pastors, building those relationships with congregations is fundamental to what we do together. So, well, Cecie, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to meet with you, and that NTNO was able to help support this. And I know you're heading back to LSTC for classes this fall, and blessings to you on your third year of seminary and your final year of internship. And just grateful to God for the work that you do trying to connect us. At NTNO, we like to talk about being in mission together, and your work has helped us do that mission together. And so thank you so much, and God bless you in your future studies.
Thank you, Bishop Gromberg.